Did you know that exactly 5 years ago AI history was made? It might even surprise you to learn it involved a Spanish taxi driver who took part in the first ever autonomous negotiation. Okay, let's back up here a bit. Because not everyone has yet experienced autonomous negotiations, but it is a field of AI increasingly being used by some of the world's largest companies, and it might just be the most interesting and valuable use of AI around. You see, it all started on the 1st of June 2019, when a taxi driver with a limo in Barcelona negotiated a contract for his services to a limo rental company on the other side of Europe. Now, this limo driver regularly had to negotiate contracts with different clients, usually with a back and forth of phone calls or emails until both sides could agree on the rates and terms. But what was unusual this time, unprecedented globally in fact, is that he was negotiating his contract with an AI representing his client. You see, the AI reached out, began the negotiation, discussed the terms, gave a choice of multiple offers, and concluded a deal without any human intervention on the client's side. Now, the limo driver said he didn't normally like computers, but he found the experience to be easy and convenient. And crucially, both sides got a great deal based on what they most valued. And thus, autonomous negotiations was born. Now, there was a little fanfare at the time. In fact, due to data protection, I don't even know the driver's name. But this test concluded half a decade ago by Pactum AI involving real businesses and a real contract demonstrated for the first time that AI can negotiate autonomously and create more value between people and companies. All right, fast forward to today. The world's largest companies increasingly use autonomous negotiations with their many thousands of suppliers who now consider it normal and preferable to negotiate their contracts with an AI. You see, shortly after that initial test, Walmart began rolling out the technology, and they immediately understood its potential. And soon other Fortune 500s followed. Right now, thousands of autonomous negotiations are taking place in multiple languages, including for multi-million dollar deals. Fortune 500 companies even conduct autonomous negotiations with each other.
One day, all of a sudden in my inbox, I just got an email from Wesco. So I click on it, and what I find myself in is this interactive experience with Wesco. Really like two-way conversation with a very clear, just kind of like AI bot. And so what I found myself doing is being massively distracted about what Wesco is asking me about and becoming 100% interested in what is this, who is producing it, and how do I start doing it.
Autonomous negotiations has elevated the role of human negotiators and procurement professionals who can now manage more contracts than ever before. It's unlocked many millions in the value and improved supplier relations. You see, for suppliers, it means more opportunities to exchange more value with large enterprises so they can grow their companies together.
Been with Walmart for about 5.5 years. 83% of the suppliers that we pulled said that they'd actually rather negotiate with the bot than a human.
And we saw some results that were very similar to what I think Pactum has published with Walmart, that, three-quarters or more of the suppliers, in some cases, preferred it over what we were doing before.
Compared to the phone calls that they got 5 times a day, one link with a quick chat that's very formulated.
It was about a 90% in the post survey said that it was a favorable experience, which really surprised us. And a few of them, which I think this might have been a dig at us, but a few of them were saying that this was the easiest negotiation we've ever had with Veritiv. Which is like, okay, like thanks.
And every autonomous negotiation helps the AI learn how to improve outcomes in the next one. And by doing so, the AI has built the world's largest library of negotiation behavioral learnings, and it's continuously growing. In support of this field of AI, Pactum has grown to around 100 employees across America and Europe. And if you haven't already guessed, I'm one of them. So, on behalf of all of us here at Pactum and all those around the world benefiting from autonomous negotiations, we want to say a huge thank you to the supplier who led the way 5 years ago. For everyone else, if you found this video interesting and want to learn more about how AI is being used for autonomous negotiations, then let me know in the comments, and I can cover more about this fascinating field of AI in future videos.